Pronounced, defined, used in lexical dispatch.
Hypothetical, adjective and noun. Hypothetically. Hypothetical, adjective, involving or based on a suggested idea or theory rather than confirmed fact, existing as a provisional assumption for the sake of reasoning or investigation. Describing a proposition, scenario, or question that is imagined or proposed to explore logical consequences. For example, a hypothetical situation. Pertaining to conjecture or supposition rather than evidence. For example, hypothetical arguments. In philosophy or science, a concept or entity treated as a useful construct despite lacking empirical proof. For example, hypothetical particles in physics. Hypothetical, adjective. The professor posed a hypothetical scenario to test the students' critical thinking. In philosophy, many arguments begin with a hypothetical premise. A hypothetical question on the GRE might assess your ability to reason abstractly. The scientists presented a hypothetical model before conducting experiments. Hypothetically, adverb. Hypothetically, if humans could live on Mars, what challenges would arise? The lawyer argued, hypothetically, even if my client were there, it doesn't prove guilt. Hypothetically speaking, would you choose wealth over happiness? Key tips for test takers, TOEFL, SAT, GRE, and GMAT. 1. Usage and importance. Hypothetical is frequently tested in reading comprehension, sentence equivalence, GRE, and critical reasoning, GMAT. Hypothetically often appears in argument-based questions, especially in GMAT critical reasoning or GRE analytical writing. 2. Likely question formats, synonym selection, GRE or SAT. Hypothetical versus theoretical, conjectural, speculative, suppositional, analogies, all SAT or GRE. Hypothetical is to certainty as temporary is to permanent. Sentence completion, GRE or SAT. The debate relied on a blank scenario rather than empirical data. Answer, hypothetical. 3. Common confusables. Theoretical, based on abstract principles, versus hypothetical, assumed for argument's sake. Speculative, risky guess, versus hypothetical, structured assumption. Abstract, non-concrete idea, versus hypothetical, proposed situation. 4. Relevant idioms or phrases. Hypothetically speaking, used to introduce a speculative scenario. Purely hypothetical emphasizes that something is not based on fact. 5. Test-taking strategies. In GRE text completion, if the sentence discusses an unproven idea or imagined situation, hypothetical is likely the best fit. In GMAT critical reasoning, watch for hypothetical scenarios used to weaken or strengthen arguments. For TOEFL speaking or writing, use hypothetically to structure counter-arguments. For example, hypothetically, one might argue blah blah.